Hello, everyone, and welcome to High Top Sports Network. I'm Jake DeLuca, bringing you the action here tonight live from Armstrong Junior Senior High School. Tonight we have a non-conference volleyball game between the North Hills Indians and the Armstrong Riverhawks. Armstrong has lost 2 of their last 4 games, dropping 2 straight section games. First on the 23rd of September to Hampton, where they fell 3-1, and also against Freeport, where they fell 3-1. So after that, Armstrong was able to bounce back with a section win on the 30th of September, completing the season sweep of Burrell, winning 3-0, setting that match up at 6-0 for the season. So Armstrong trying to get in the win column once again here against a non-section team, and it's been a bit of a down year here for these Indians visiting Armstrong Junior Senior High School. North Hills comes in with a 2-6 overall record, 1-6 in section. The only game that they won in section was against Fox Chapel on the 14th of September. Since then, it's been all section losses. They played a non-league game against Baldwin that took 5 sets to complete, but North Hills wound up winning that one on the 27th of September. But now into October, they're looking to turn their season around a little bit as the volleyball season is in its final couple of weeks. The last game, I believe, on the 21st. But, of course, you can catch all of Armstrong's home games here on High Top Sports Network, as well as some away ones. But less than 3 minutes to go until we get this one started, and it should be an interesting matchup. The JV squad for Armstrong was able to take 2 straight set wins over the JV squad of North Hills in rather convincing fashion. The second set a little closer than the first one, but Armstrong able to bring it around. It was tied around 12-12, but then Armstrong went on a run and closed it out to win 25-14. So we'll see what the varsity squad can do as they finish warming up here on this Ryan Bowser State Farm game night here on High Top Sports Network. Ryan Bowser, you can buckle up with Ryan Bowser State Farm to find auto insurance that fits you and your family's needs. Agent Ryan Bowser can assist you with all of your auto insurance needs, from collision and comprehensive to rental and rideshare. State Farm is the largest auto insurance provider in the United States, and Ryan Bowser can help you find the plan that's right for you and your family. Contact Ryan Bowser today at 724-763-9331. Thank you to Ryan Bowser for being tonight's official game sponsor. And if we take a look here at the standings, we mentioned North Hills down towards the bottom of Class 4A Section 1. They hold a 1-6 record. The only team worse in Section 1 is Fox Chapel, a team that they beat already in the season. But if you look at the rest of 4A Section 1, Shaler, the class of the division, at 6-0, followed by North Allegheny at 6-1, Pine Richland 5-2, Seneca Valley 3-4, Butler 3-4. And that rounds out the Section 1 4A standings. As for Section 5 3A, in which Armstrong resides, Hampton at the top of the list there, an undefeated record of 7-0 in section. Freeport right behind them at 6-1, and then Armstrong taking up third place with a 5-2 record. And then we see some separation there. Mars at 3-4 in section, Burrell at 2-5, Knock at 1-5, and then Highlands still searching for their first section win of the year at 0-7. But with less than a minute to go here, we're going to cut to commercial, let them play the national anthem, and when we come back, it'll be time for the opening serve here on High Top Sports Network on this Ryan Bowser State Farm game night. Like a good neighbor, Ryan Bowser is there, but I'll be right back after this break.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Ryan Bowser in Ford City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Shop and Save at Franklin Village is a family-owned, community-dedicated supermarket with a wide variety of quality food and friendly personnel to make your shopping experience easy. Stop by their award-winning butcher shop where you'll find the freshest cuts of USDA-inspected beef, pork, and poultry. Head to the bakery for the freshest bread and rolls, and don't forget to stop by the deli for an excellent selection of cold cuts, meats, cheeses, and prepared foods like their fantastic fried chicken. That's Shop and Save at Franklin Village. With over 40 years of experience, the fine folks at Steffi's Country Catering in Adrian can provide you with several scrumptious options for your next family gathering, corporate event, or tailgate. Make sure to try one of their custom meat and cheese trays or pick up a delicious Sunday takeout special. Steffi's Country Catering is a Leader Times Silver Best of winner 3 years running. And as the holidays approach, get back to celebrating with friends and family and leave the cooking to Steffi's. Sugar Rush Cupcakes by Tara are available by order. That's Steffi's Country Catering. Find them on Facebook.
Gross Embroidery and Sign Shop is the official clother of High Top Sports Network and is a family-owned company that can handle all your custom embroidery, custom sign, and laser engraving needs. Located at 409 4th Street in downtown Fort City, Gross Embroidery and Sign Shop can create sports and career apparel to the exact specifications of your organization. Their laser engraving department can put your logo or design on glasses, tumblers, insulated cups, signs, coffee cups, and more. Call Gross Embroidery and Sign Shop at 724-763-2461 today.
And welcome back, everyone, to High Top Sports Network. I'm Jake DeLuca. As the North Hills Indians announce their starting lineup, we're just moments away from the opening serve. And talked a little bit about these two teams before we cut to break. And just a look at where the Coaches Association has these teams. North Hills unranked in 4A, but Armstrong, they voted on this on September 27th. Armstrong was ranked number 4. Now, I'm not sure if that was before their loss to Freeport, because Freeport is at 5, Armstrong is at 4. So that probably came out before Armstrong's most recent loss to Freeport. But I wouldn't imagine that would knock them out of the top 10, as if we look at another ranking here, in 3A, Armstrong ranked 5th, Freeport up to 3rd. And that came out October 1st with the WPIAL rankings. So if we look at these teams' last 4 played, starting with their most recent, Armstrong beat Pearl, I had mentioned, 3-0 to close out the season sweep over the Buccaneers. Before that, a 3-1 set loss to Freeport, then a 3-1 set loss to Hampton, followed by a 3-0 win over Knock. And the last 4 played for North Hills was a 3-0 loss on the 30th to Pine Richland. Before that, a 3-0 loss to Shaler. On the 27th, they won a game, a non-league game against Baldwin, 3-2. And their 4th game was a 3-0 loss to North Allegheny. But without any further ado, it's time to get this one started here, this non-conference volleyball battle between North Hills and Armstrong in this Ryan Bowser State Farm game night. Like a good neighbor, Ryan Bowser is there. We'll see who starts out with the opening serve here. As I mentioned earlier, the JV team for Armstrong winning 2-0 earlier in the broadcast. You can always go back and check that out at any time on HighTopSportsNetwork.com. But without any further ado, I believe we're going to get this one underway. Armstrong playing in the WPIAL Class 3A Section 5, a section last year that had 4 co-section champions with Hampton, Mars, Freeport, and Armstrong. Probably one of the very few times that that's happened. Part of history and kind of a wonky year in 2020. But it looks like the visiting North Hills Indians will get the ball first to serve. And going back to the service line, I believe that is number 18, Alyssa Rosatone. Rosatone set to serve. She gets this one across. It's received by Miller. Pock with the set, and then hit a little too hard that time by Katie Rameli. As the Indians take the first point of the contest, once again back to serve, it'll be Alyssa Rosatone. Pock with the set across to Adams. Adams gets the kill, and that's something that's a familiar sight to Armstrong fans. Cassidy Adams has been putting together quite this junior campaign at that outside hitter position. And now back to serve. It'll be Lane Miller, Armstrong's libero. Miller serve across. That one received on the other end. Set up there, running to get to it, but not going to be able to make the play in time was Katie Catrain. So Armstrong picking up their second point, as once again Lane Miller is back to serve. The senior libero for Armstrong sends it across. Set that time by Jenna Dominic. Received on the other end by the Riverhawks. Allensworth going for the kill, and that one bounces off the back row off of Rosatone, and now Armstrong with a 2-point lead here to open up set number 1. Once again, Lane Miller from the service line. She prepares her strike. Miller serve across. That one received awkwardly. The libero for the Indians back to get that, and then it's sent out of bounds. Chasing after it for Armstrong that time was Jade Dudek. No need to make a play on that one as it lands out of the far side boundary. Miller once again will serve. That one received by Gianna Cudanese. That one goes up, hit over that time by Sarai Weaver. Received on the other end by Adams. Allensworth once again with the kill. Kaylee Allensworth, just a sophomore, but she's already planted herself firmly in this rotation for Armstrong. Got some playtime last year and really came on as a freshman in her sophomore year. You can see the improvement. That one received on the other end by Peyton McCullum. Hit across, received by Adams. Pock with the set back to Adams. And Adams will paint the corner there for another point. And Armstrong now on a 6-0 run, to open up this first set. Lane Miller back again to serve. Miller serve, received there, set up that time by Dominic. And I think they're going to call North Hills on a lift there. Nevertheless, once again, Lane Miller back to serve. Miller serve, received on the other end by the libero, Rosatone. And the Riverhawks putting up another point. North Hills with no choice but to call a timeout there. And while we have a moment, let's hear a word from our presenting game sponsor here tonight, Ryan Bowser State Farm. Buckle up with State Farm to find auto insurance that fits you and your family's needs. Agent Ryan Bowser can assist you with all of your auto insurance needs, from collision and comprehensive to rental and rideshare. State Farm is the largest auto insurance provider in the United States, and Ryan Bowser can help you find a plan that's right for you and your family. Contact Ryan Bowser today at 724-763-9331. Like a good neighbor, Ryan Bowser is there. Coming out of the timeout are the Indians. Armstrong just about to break huddle here. They do so and head back to the court, and we'll get back underway here. Score 8-1 in favor of the home Riverhawks. And Lane Miller, the lone Riverhawk to serve it. So far, she's back to serve. It gets that one across. A couple players collide there. That's kept alive for a moment, but nobody can make a play on it after Peyton McCullum went to the back row to try and keep that ball alive. Miller will serve. She gets that across, received there by Rosatone. Hit across. Dudek on the other side to get it. Adams with the kill attempt, dug out nicely by Gianna Cuteness. And the Indians finally responding back. After 9 straight Armstrong points, they'll have a chance to serve it. Back to serve. Looks like Jenna Dominic. Adams receives it. Pauk with the quick set there to Allensworth. Nice dig on the other end by Alyssa Rosatone. And then that one hits the pole on the opposite end, and Armstrong will pick up the point. So a quick job at the service line there for North Hills, as we have a substitution coming in, and that is going to be Lily Atwood back to serve for Armstrong. Atwood serve across, received on the other end, that time by Zwick. Diving dig there by Miller. Allensworth able to play it across. Good dig there by Atwood. Dudek rather, with the kill from the middle row. Jade Dudek gets her first points on the board, as now Armstrong leads it by 9. Once again, Lily Atwood will serve. Atwood gets that across. Zwick able to receive it. Atwood with the set to Allensworth. Nice dig that time by Cuteness. And North Hills able to get the point there on the efforts of Gianna Cuteness. And now back to serve, number 33 for the Indians. It'll be Kate Catrain. And into the net for North Hills. So Armstrong picking up the point on the error by the visitors. And that'll send Cassidy Adams back to serve here for the Riverhawks. Adams gets it across, received on the other end by Cuteness. Atwood to Miller. Hitting it across there was Emery Rumbaugh. Popped up by Cuteness to Zwick. Back to receive it was Cassidy Adams. Hit across once again by Rumbaugh. Zwick. Third hit there for Cuteness. Atwood. And blocked in front. Great wall there by the Indians. Getting up there for the block was number 9, who I am not seeing here. Miller receives. Atwood to Allensworth. Popped up in the air that time by Dominic. Hit across. Atwood. Adams. Lane Miller. Received on the other end by Cuteness. Diving for it was Lily Atwood, but that one going to be unplayable. So North Hills going on a little bit of a run of their own. Just a 7-point deficit. As back to the line is Tatum Zwick. Zwick gets that one across. Adams on the long receive, and North Hill's unable to do anything with it as it gets tied along the net and falls to the court. And now in to serve, it'll be Jackie Nestor, the senior defensive specialist here for Armstrong. That one across, received by Zwick, set, and then hit across that time by number 9, who I do not have on my roster. Cuteness gets it across there, hit over by Angie Bekelja Wagner. Returned by Armstrong, and the Riverhawks pick up that point. Once again, Jackie Nestor to serve for the Riverhawks. Received by Zwick. Cuteness able to pop it back up, and then it's finally hit over by Jenna Dominic. Atwood across, hit down, and a point goes to Emery Rumbaugh as the Riverhawks now open up a 10-point lead here in set number 1. Jackie Nestor once again at the service line for Armstrong. Nestor gets that one across. Zwick. And hit a little too hard that time on the kill attempt from Emma Leo. So the Riverhawks picking up the point again here. Well, actually, scratch that. Not sure what the call was there. That one looked like it soared out of play, but it'll be North Hills with the serve, and back now to serve it is Peyton McCollum. McCollum serve across, received by Miller, set by Atwood, and just a little too much mustard on that one by Mackenzie Egley as the Indians pick up another point, close the deficit now to 8 here on this Ryan Bowser State Farm game day. McCollum back to serve for the Indians. She gets it across, received by Adams, set by Atwood. That one tipped on the kill attempt there by, I believe that was Rameli. Diving to the floor is Adams for the dig. And Egley trying to make a play on it, but they're going to call a double hit on the Riverhawks. So the Indians back with the ball once again. It'll be Peyton McCollum with the serve. Received there by Miller, set by Atwood, and just unable to get it across there was Rumbaugh as the ball goes into the net, and the Indians pick up another point. Once again, Peyton McCollum from the service line. McCollum serve across, received that time by Egley, popped up that time to Rumbaugh. Joust in front, diving play, that ball still alive. Good effort there by the Indians. Egley going up for the kill, but that one just too much on it. As it goes out of play, once again, McCollum will serve here for the visiting North Hills Indians. Received by Miller, set by Atwood, and Rameli able to get it that time. Finding the far side corner for the point was Katie Rameli. Atwood will check out. Coming in for Armstrong, Sarai Weaver, along with Olivia Pock. Pock now set to serve here for Armstrong. She gets it away. Received by Cuteness. Set there, and a great dig by Miller. Adams will get this across. Cuteness on the other side will retrieve it. Dominic up there. Great block by Rameli and Sarai Weaver combining to form that wall in front. They say return to sender on that ball. Once again, it'll be Olivia Pock back to serve here. Pock serve across, received by Zwick. Set up that time by Dominic, and then tipped over by Angie Bekelja Wagner. Zwick to Dominic. Hit across again. That one just skirting out of play. So Armstrong picking up another point here. They lead it by 8 in set number 1. Olivia Pauk back to serve again for Armstrong. Pauk serve across, received by Zwick. Popped back up there and unable to get it across there was Angie Bekelja Wagner. And Armstrong, another point. North Hills choosing to take a timeout, and I think we will too. We'll be right back on High Top Sports Network. I'm Jake DeLuca. Stick around.
Protecting the things you love and how you do so is among the most important decisions you'll ever have to make. TGIF Solutions can provide you with the peace of mind by supplying answers to all of your insurance needs, whether it be home, auto, business, life, or farm coverage. Contact the team at the Shellhammer Atwood Agency today in West Katanning to be sure that you, your loved ones, and the things that matter most stay safe when it matters the most. TGIF Solutions, insurance for what matters.
And welcome back, everyone, to this Ryan Bowser State Farm game night on High Top Sports Network. Like a good neighbor, Ryan Bowser is there. Coming out of the timeout are the Indians of North Hills. Their second timeout called in set number 1, trying to right the ship down there. Once again, Olivia Pauk for Armstrong will serve it. And the official giving the go-ahead here. And we're back underway. Pauk serve across. Zwick able to get it. Popped up by Cute Knees. And hit across that time by Dominic. Pauk able to get it over to Rumbaugh. Miller receives it on the other end. Sarai Weaver trying to get the kill. It bounces off the net and goes out of play. So the Indians once again picking up a point here. Getting the first point out of the timeout. As now a substitution comes on here. Katie Catrain checking in the game for the Indians. Coming on for that mysterious number 9. Don't have her listed here. Back to serve, it'll be Gianna Cuteneys. A discussion between the two line judges here at Armstrong with the official on the ladder, as I like to call him. Well, Armstrong gets the point. Not sure what the official explanation was down there, but it did look like Weaver was able to keep that ball in. It bounced off what looked to be the far side pole on the net and then went out of bounds. So I guess since it bounced off the inside of the pole, it counted as a point. But either way, Armstrong picking up another point here, now up 21-10 as Olivia Pauk once again is back to serve. Pauk serve across, received by Tatum Zwick. And that one just a little too strong on the receive. So it'll cross the other side of the net out of play. Now the Riverhawks just 3 points away from picking up a set 1 victory. Pauk again will serve for Armstrong. And that one goes into the net, so the Indians catching a break there as now it'll be their serve. And back to serve the libero, sophomore libero, Gianna Cuteneys. Cuteneys is serve across, received by Cassidy Adams, popped up by Pauk, and then sent down by Katie Rameli for the Riverhawks point. Dudek will check back in for Emery Rumbaugh. Dudek will now serve for Armstrong, just 2 points away from taking this set 1 victory. Nice block in front by Weaver and Rameli. And that time, unable to get it across was Bekelja Wagner as the Riverhawks pick up another point. Now set point on the docket for Jade Dudek at the service line. Dudek serve across. Popped up by Dominic. Received on the other end by Dudek. Adams with the kill attempt. Nice dig that time by Marissa White. Hit across, but that one too strong, and Armstrong will pick up the win for set number 1. They win it 25-11. So no surprises there in set number 1. Just looking at the overall records for these teams. Armstrong 6-2 overall, 5-2 in section. North Hills 2-6 overall, 1-6 in section. So two teams that are on the opposite side of the spectrum in their respective sections and just overall this year. Armstrong definitely coming into this non-conference matchup as the favorites, and they showed exactly why there in set number 1. But while we have a second here, I'd like to tell you all about the great deals at the Franklin Village Shop and Save and Fuel Center. Holiday season's just around the corner, so stop into the Franklin Village Shop and Save and Fuel Center and grab all your holiday essentials. If we look at some of the specials, they have Washington State or Eastern apples for 99 cents a pound. Boneless pork sirloin chops, are buy one, get one free. 85% lean ground round is $3.99 a pound. If you're feeling cheesy, they got Amish Classics American cheese at $5.99 a pound. And if you're thirsty, pick up select varieties of Pepsi 12 packs, 3 for $11. Just always some great deals going on at the Franklin Village Shop and Save. You can always save on gas with fuel perks, so come on into the Franklin Village Shop and Save and Fuel Center today. I'd also like to thank Steffi's Country Catering. With over 40 years of experience, Steffi's Country Catering in Adrian provides sumptuous home-cooked food served by a friendly professional staff to make your next event worry-free. Ask about their grazing tables and 3-tiered cheese ball cakes. Sugar Rush Cupcakes by Tara are available by order, and be sure to check out their Facebook page for weekly Sunday takeout specials. Mention High Top Sports Network to receive a special 10% off discount when you book your next event at Steffi's Country Catering. So a pretty convincing set 1 win for Armstrong. And, looking over their games to this point of the season for Armstrong, they didn't even drop a section set until they played Hampton on the 23rd, whenever they fell to the Talbots 3-1. But before that, they had played 4 section games without dropping a single set. Now, of course, Burl, Mars, Highlands, and Knock, a little different class than Hampton and Freeport. But still an impressive mark nonetheless as we get ready for set number 2. Jade Dudek and the Armstrong Riverhawks will start us out here in the second set. Dudek serve across. And diving for the serve receive was Marissa White, but she wasn't able to control it, and that one went a little far and out of play on the far sideline. So once again, Jade Dudek will be the one to serve for the home Riverhawks. Dudek serve received by Tatum Zwick, set up by Dominic, hit across, but Dudek there for the dig. Adams slaps that one across. And a good diving attempt there by the Indians, trying to see what number that was. Peyton McCollum diving, trying to make the play there, but the ball had different plans, as now it's 2-0 Armstrong. Dudek back at the service line. That serve across, cute knees, able to receive it. Dominic sets it up that time, and it's hammered across by Catrain. Bounced back again by McCollum. Pauk with the set to Weaver. That one hits off the top of the net and goes back to towards Armstrong. So North Hills picking up the point there. As now they're set to serve. Heading back to the service line will be Alyssa Rosatone. Rosatone, serve across, received by Miller, set by Pauk. Weaver going up for the kill. And did that one get touched there? It looked like diving for it was Alyssa Rosatone. They're going to say that she made contact with that ball before it went out of bounds. That ball definitely looked like it had a little too much heat behind it, but it was still played by the Indians, and now it'll give Armstrong the serve, and that is going to be senior libero Lane Miller. That serve short, so once again, North Hills will get the serve, and tracking back to the service line is Jenna Dominic, the setter here for the Indians. Dominic serve received by Miller. Pauk trying to keep it alive there, but an awkward ball to play as it went into the net and rolled down. North Hills tying this one up in set number 2 at 3-all. Once again, Jenna Dominic serves it. That one too much. Dudek looked at it for a moment, but decided to let that ball go by her. Smart decision there as it lands out of bounds. And a couple substitutions coming on. Sarai Weaver and Olivia Pauk checking out. Coming in, Lily Atwood along with Mackenzie Egley. Atwood with the serve. Dominic with the set to Tatum. Zwick, and Zwick able to get the kill. So North Hills sticking around early on in set number 2. If you're just joining us now, we're in set 2. Armstrong took set 1, 25-11. With the serve, Katie Catrain. Atwood with the set to Adams, and Adams just making it look easy out there. One fluid motion for the kill. And another substitution, Dudek checking out. Coming on the floor is Emery Rumbaugh, the freshman. And you can see out there already, just looking at your screen, the size that Armstrong has in some of its younger players. Kaylee Allensworth, a sophomore, and also the newly subbed in Emery Rumbaugh. You can see their size on that front line there as that ball is received by Adams and sent across by Rumbaugh. Nice little deflection, or deception there, rather, by Jenna Dominic to get that point for North Hills. All tied up at 5 apiece now. And that'll send, I believe that's Tatum Zwick tracking back to the service line. She's a senior outside hitter, listed at 5'8" for the Indians. Zwick serve, too much. We're starting to see some service errors creep up on both sides in this second set. In the first set, didn't really see too many service errors, but already just 11 total points into this second set, we've seen a number of service errors. But that'll send Jackie Nestor, the senior defensive specialist, to the service line for Armstrong. She sends this one away. Zwick plays it. Cute knees able to get it across there to McCollum. Set up there by Atwood, looking for Rameli. Good dig by the Indians. Tipped across, and just a miscommunication on the defensive side for Armstrong as that ball falls into the middle of the court for an Indians point. And that'll now send number 13, Marissa White, to the service line for North Hills. White serve across. Diving for the dig was Lane Miller, but she's unable to get there. And now North Hills takes their first lead since the first set, I want to say, whenever they opened the game up 1-0. So it's been a while here for North Hills. Now they lead it by 1 with Marissa White set to serve. White serve across, received by Adams, set by Atwood. Egley going for the kill, but that ball landing into the net. And now North Hills with their largest lead of the night, up 2. Once again, Marissa White back to serve. She's a senior defensive specialist for the Indians. Gets it across, received by Adams, set by Atwood. Rameli. Great dig on the other end there by McCollum. Popped up by Cutenese, and then Zwick able to send it across, received by Miller. Atwood with the set. That one going to Rumbaugh. Good little volley we have going on here. That one is close, but they're going to say just out of bounds. So the Riverhawks pick up the point here. They trail by 1. Sarai Weaver coming in for Lily Atwood, and Liv Pauck coming on for Mackenzie Egley. That'll send Olivia Pauck to the service line. She did quite well in set number 1 from the service line. Looking to repeat that success here in set number 2. Pauck gets this one across, received by Zwick. Free ball sent over. Pauck serves that one up to Rameli, kept alive by Weaver. And that's going to be 4 hits as a little bit of chaos ensued down there on the court on that point. Bodies flying everywhere trying to make a play, but that one falling helplessly to the court for a North Hills point. That'll send the libero, Gianna Cutenese, to the service line for North Hills. Cutenese gets it across. Cassidy Adams there to receive. Pauck with the set. Running across there was Rumbaugh to hit it. Cutenese setting this one up to McCallum. Diving for it was Adams, but unable to get there. And North Hills opening things up a little bit with a 3-point lead. Gianna Cutenese once again back to serve for the visiting Indians. Her serve across. Miller there to receive. Pauck with the set. Adams, middle row. That one just hammered a little too hard there as North Hills picks up yet another point. They lead it by 4. Gianna Cutenese back again to serve this one. Her serve received by Sarai Weaver. Couldn't get a full hit on that one. Miller having to play the free ball over. It's received on the other end there by White. Pauck sets it up to Rumbaugh. She just tips it across. Zwick trying to send it over, but she meets the net as Armstrong now will get the serve back. And it looks to be Lane Miller, perhaps. Oh, Dudek checking in here. She will serve it up. So the senior outside hitter, Jade Dudek, back at the service line. That one received by Zwick, popped up by Dominic. Dug out there by Pauck, and Adams hitting it across. Nice dig by Cutenese, popped up by Dominic, and then hit across by McCollum. Dudek receiving it on the other end. Pauck with the set. Weaver gets it across. Once again, McCollum received by Miller. Up to Adams. Adams with the kill, and nobody was denying her on that shot. As the Riverhawks trail now by just 2 points, Jade Dudek will serve it up once again for the home Hawks. Dudek with the serve. Dug out there by Zwick. That one was close to being out of bounds. And just I think it was just a mental lapse there by North Hills on that one. You can see down on the court, Katie Catrain kind of laughing that one off. Dudek with the serve. That one received by Cutenese. Popped up by Dominic, and McCollum sends it across. Nice dig there by Miller. Pauck setting that one up, and a free ball sent over by Adams. Dominic with the set, looking for McCollum again. She gets it across. Rameli sends it over. Cutenese to Zwick. Dudek receives it on the other end. Pauck up to Adams. Right at Cutenese. She plays it. McCollum able to keep the rally going. Pauck with the set to Weaver. That one blocked in front. Dudek, right place, right time, able to dig that one off the block. Dominic Over to McCollum. She sends it over. Dudek once again there to receive. Pock over to Adams, and that one out of play. Very close on that one, as that rally was probably the longest one of the night. And a substitution coming on here for the visiting Indians. Checking in to serve, number 18, Alyssa Rosatone. As her team holds a 2-point advantage here in the second set. Rosatone hits this one across. Lane Miller receives it. Pock with the set to Rameli. And you could see that one. Well, no, they're going to get North Hills into the net, I think. Yeah, I believe that will be the call. So Armstrong picking up the point there. And Lane Miller will be back to serve. The senior libero ready to make her strike. Received that time by the libero, Cuteney's. And diving for it there was Miller, but unable to get it back up to make a play as the North Hills Indians take the point. And now it'll be number 6, their setter, Jenna Dominic, the sophomore. Back to serve. She gets it across. Miller able to receive it. Pock to Allensworth. Good dig on the other end, that time by Dominic. Sent over by Zwick. Pock with the set to Allensworth. Dug out there by Cuteney's, and trying to play it off the foot there was Jenna Dominic, but that's going to be their third hit for North Hills, and Armstrong will take the point as Lily Atwood checks in, as does Mackenzie Egley. Pock and Weaver coming off the court for Armstrong. And back to serve now, Lily Atwood, the junior setter for Armstrong. Received by Cuteney's. Set by Dominic to Zwick. Received on the other end by Miller. Adams hits it across. Cuteney's pops this one up. And Dominic once again gets that one across. Allensworth got a fingertip on that one, but it didn't do the Riverhawks much good as the ball fell to the court for an Indians point. Back to serve now, the senior middle hitter, Katie Catrain. She gets it across. Miller receives. Atwood with the set. Adams going up for the kill. Blocked in front. Allensworth able to keep it alive. Atwood to Adams. Free ball sent over. Received on the other end by Catrain. And then sent over by Zwick. Miller to Adams. And that one deflecting off the front wall there. Looks like it got a piece of that mysterious number 9. Don't have a number 9 on my North Hills Indians roster. But now Armstrong trailing by just 1 as this set's been back and forth. Cassidy Adams will serve it for the home Hawks. Adams serve, goes across, received by Zwick. Sent over that time. So the Indians pick up the point there. They'll be back at the service line, and it looks like it'll be Tatum Zwick, the senior outside hitter, set to serve as Dudek comes back in for Emery Rumbaugh. Zwick gets that across, received by Dudek, set by Atwood. And what a strange play there, just going out of bounds. Dudek with a circus move there to get it over the net in the first place. But that one just going out of bounds. It just kind of trickled over the top of the net there. You saw a crowd of North Hills players. That one stayed in, I think, but the line judge calls it out. And Armstrong will pick up the point. That one's close. Tough to tell this high up. And now Jackie Nestor back in the game to serve for Armstrong. One of the 5 seniors on this Riverhawks team, along with Jade Dudek, Olivia Pock, Lane Miller, and Mackenzie Egley. That one received by Tatum Zwick. And a free ball not quite getting there as the Riverhawks pick up another point. They trail by just 1 as Jackie Nestor tracks back to the service line here for the Riverhawks. Nestor gets that one across. Zwick able to receive it. Cute knees pops it up. Looking for McCollum. She gets it across. Adams receives it on the other end to Atwood. Rameli gets that one blocked in front. A great job there. I would love to give her credit, but I don't have a number 9 on my roster. So North Hills has kind of been holding on to this 2-point lead for quite a while as Armstrong takes a timeout here. And while they take a timeout, we'll do the same. Keep it locked on to High Top Sports Network on this Ryan Bowser State Farm game night here on HTSN. I'm Jake DeLuca, and I'll be right back.
Just finishing up a 100% outside renovation project at the Botanic Store. Don't miss out. Come and see us. Check out our Pennsylvania skill game room. We have the newest machines, the newest games. We have 5 machines. We're about to add a 6th machine. $10,000 jackpots on all 6 machines. Don't miss out on a chance to win. We have the lowest possible prices and the best quality of anybody in the area. We'll take it up against anybody in the area. We put our stamp of approval, #SableMeat, on every single package, and we're here to serve you every single day. We also have chef-prepared, chef-quality prepared sushi, everyday fresh, and Sushi Wednesday, $5 sushi rolls, and you can win by
And sorry to cut our friends at Sprankles off a little early. That serve going into the net, so the Riverhawks pick up the point. They trail by just 1. Olivia Pock will serve it for the home Hawks. That one too strong as North Hills picks up the point. They've been maintaining a 2-point lead for the majority of this contest. Substitution coming on the court. That would be Katie Catrain for the visitors. And once again, Gianna Cuteneys back to serve. Dudek receives that on the other side. Pock with the set, looking for Dudek. She slaps it across. Cuteneys able to receive. Dominic to McCollum. Received on the other end by Adams. Pock up to Weaver. Nice dig that time by Zwick. Chasing over to the sidelines that time was Dominic, but she was unable to get it back towards her side as the Riverhawks pick up a point. Trailing now by just 1 point. Jade Dudek, the senior, back to serve. She gets that across, received on the other end by the Indians. Nice little play there at the net by Catrain. And another nice play on the other side as Adams tips that one across, and now we're tied at 18. We'll see if Armstrong can go on a little bit of a run to close this out or if North Hills can stay in the game. Dudek back to serve once more for Armstrong. Her serve across, received by Zwick. Sent across there by Catrain. Pock with the set across to Adams. Pock to Adams. Nice job defensively there by McCallum. And then sending it over there was Dominic. Quick set there to Rameli. I'm not sure. One of the referees say it was off a deflection, so they'll give Armstrong a point. Looked like it just grazed the arm of a North Hills player. Now the Riverhawks with their first lead in a long time, since the beginning of the set, really. Once again, Jade Dudek will serve it. Dudek serve across, received by Zwick. Kept alive by Rameli. Pock. And Miller plays the free ball over. Cuteneys to Dominic. Coming across there is Catrain, and Catrain finding the weak spot in the Armstrong defense, sending it to the front row, far side. Great control on the hit there by Katie Catrain. That'll set Alyssa Rosatone back to the service line here for North Hills. Rosatone serve, across, received by Adams, set by Pock, looking for Weaver. Dominic looking for Catrain, she finds her. Good dig there by Pock. Miller sets it up for Dudek. Dominic looking for Zwick, she gets it to her, and Dudek unable to dig that one out as North Hills battling here in the second set. Their effort here in this second set does not match their record. 2-6 overall. The Indians came into this matchup with that record. Miller able to receive it on the other end. Weaver hits it across. That ball will fall down to the court off the miss hit on the back row there by Rosatone. So Armstrong with the serve. Lane Miller with a chance to put her team ahead. Allensworth checking in for Nestor for Armstrong. Miller gets this across and miss hit that time by Rosatone again. So a couple of back-to-back plays where she hasn't been able to get all of the ball there. This will set up Lane Miller again from the service line for Armstrong. So Riverhawks hold a 1-0 set advantage. Miller serves this across. And Zwick able to hit it across and get the point. So North Hills sticking around. Tied this one up. They led for most of it. North Hills looking to steal a set from this Riverhawks team. Back to serve will be Jenna Dominic. Received there by Dudek. She has to dive to make that play. Deflected in front, right to Lane Miller. Pock to Allensworth. Allensworth with a push, and Cuteney's trying to get there in time, but unable to, as Allensworth with a little finesse there in front of the net. And checking into the game, Sophia DiGregorio comes in for Sarai Weaver. And DiGregorio will head to the service line. I haven't gotten a chance to see her in any varsity action this season. They say that says a lot from Coach Lasher to put the young sophomore in there. North Hills able to get the point, though. It's a good serve by DiGregorio. But that'll now send Katie Catrain to the service line for North Hills. Both teams looking for an advantage here. Miller to Pock. Up to Allensworth, blocked in front. Great job there by DiGregorio. Pock with the set, looking for Adams. Finds Adams. Great dig there by Zwick. Popped up by Pock to Adams. She sends it across. Dominic with the set. Pock looking for Allensworth. She finds her. That went off the fingertips of Zwick in the front of the net. And Zwick able to send it over. DiGregorio to Pock. Up to Adams. Adams will hit it. Nice dig by Catrain. And Zwick able to send it across. Pock to Allensworth again. Another great dig by Catrain. Kept alive by Dominic and then sent over by Zwick. But that one a little too much. What a rally back and forth between these two teams. And what a second set we've got to experience here tonight at Armstrong Junior Senior High School. Cassidy Adams will now be the one back to serve for the home team. You got to win by 2 in volleyball. Back and forth this game has been. Nice dig there by DiGregorio, kept alive by Adams, and then sent across by Miller. Dominic setting that one up. Too much mustard on the hit that time by Zoe Allen. And North Hills forced to take a timeout here as they trail by 2 points. Set point here for Armstrong, and it's been a hard-fought second set here. North Hills led by as much as 4. Armstrong rallying a little comeback to now jump ahead 24-22. And one more time, I'd like to thank our presenting game sponsor here tonight, the Ryan Bowser State Farm Game Night on High Top Sports Network. Buckle up with State Farm to find auto insurance that fits you and your family's needs. Agent Ryan Bowser can assist you with all of your auto insurance needs, from collision and comprehensive to rental and rideshare. State Farm is the largest auto insurance provider in the United States, and Ryan Bowser can help you find a plan that's right for you and your family. Contact Ryan today at 724-763-9331. Like a good neighbor, Ryan Bowser is there. Cassidy Adams with a chance to ice this game away. She serves it. Dominic setting that one up, and nice dig by Adams up to Allensworth. Now off the set from Olivia Pock, and Armstrong out of the North Hills timeout closes set 2 with a nice win, 25-22. An impressive effort from the visiting North Hills Indians, doubling their points from set 1. Armstrong coming away with a set 1 victory of 25-11. And then here in set 2, 25-22. And North Hills looked really impressive in that second set. They led throughout the majority of it. I want to say Armstrong didn't tie it up until around point 20. So that's a lot of time holding the lead. It wasn't the largest of leads. I believe the largest lead that North Hills held was 4 points. But either way, they have to feel pretty good going into set number 3, knowing that they could hang around and had a chance at the end to come away with it. But Armstrong just doing what they do best and just playing like a team and coming away with the set 2 victory to go up 2-0 as we get ready for set number 3. While we do that, let's hear from some of the amazing sponsors here on High Top Sports Network. I'm Jake DeLuca, and I'll be right back after these messages.
Just finishing up a 100% outside renovation project at the Tanning Store. Don't miss out. Come and see us. Check out our Pennsylvania skill game room. We have the newest machines, the newest games. We have 5 machines. We're about to add a 6th machine. $10,000 jackpots on all 6 machines. Don't miss out on a chance to win. We have the lowest possible prices and the best quality of anybody in the area. We'll take it up against anybody in the area. We put our stamp of approval, #SableMeat, on every single package, and we're here to serve you every single day. We also have chef-prepared, chef-called prepared sushi, every day fresh, and Sushi Wednesday, $5 sushi rolls, and you can win by liking and sharing our favorite page, Sushi Madness shirt. Don't forget to check out our millions of bakery deli products that we're making fresh every day. Appreciate all the support out there. We can't do what we do without you. Come and see us.
Protecting the things you love and how you do so is among the most important decisions you'll ever have to make. TGIF Solutions can provide you with the peace of mind by supplying answers to all of your insurance needs, whether it be home, auto, business, life, or farm coverage. Contact the team at the Shellhammer Atwood Agency today in West Katanning to be sure that you, your loved ones, and the things that matter most stay safe when it matters the most. TGIF Solutions, insurance for what matters.
And welcome back, everyone, to High Top Sports Network. I'm Jake DeLuca, bringing you the action here live from Armstrong Junior Senior High School. The Riverhawks lead it 2-0 over the visiting North Hills Indians in this non-conference clash here. Of course, this is a Ryan Bowser State Farm Game Night on High Top Sports Network. Like a good neighbor, Ryan Bowser is there, and the visiting North Hills Indians will start off with the opening serve. Back to get it started is Alyssa Rosatone. She's a junior, libero/defensive specialist. Adams on the other side to retrieve it. Pock to Rameli, and she gets it across. Looked like it deflected off the fingertip of Tatum Zwick on the other end, but just unable to send it back the other way was Zwick, resulting in an Armstrong point. Now that'll send the senior libero, Lane Miller, to the service line. Miller serve across. Cuteney's able to get it to Dominic. Adams with the dig. Great job there by Allensworth to keep that one alive, and Dudek will send it across, just barely missing out of bounds on that kill attempt. So the Indians put up their first point of the match, or of the set, excuse me. They've put up about 33 points in the match, but this is their first point of the set. Dominic with the serve. Pauk up to Allensworth. Dominic with the dig. Cute knees. Dominic from the mid row sends it across. Adams to Pauk to Dudek. Sent back. Pauk going to push this one across. Dominic to Cute knees. Up to Zwick. Adams in the back row able to get that ball. Dudek with the kill there as that one goes off the arm of Jenna Dominic. So the Riverhawks picking up the point, and that'll send, I believe, Cassidy Adams to the service line as Sophia DiGregorio checks in. Actually, it'll be DiGregorio with the serve as Sarai Weaver heads to the sideline. DiGregorio's serve, a short one as it bounces off the net, and North Hills picking up the point and tying this one back up at 2-all. That'll now send the senior middle hitter, Katie Catrain, to the service line for North Hills. Catrain's serve, received by Miller, set by Pauk. Cassidy Adams from the middle row gets it to Catrain, set by Dominic, to Zwick, and that one going to get across, pinned in between the net and Allensworth and Pauk. Once again, Katie Catrain back to serve. Catrain gets that one across. Adams able to receive it. Pauk to Allensworth. That gets sent back, but Allensworth able to get it across. DiGregorio to Pauk. Looking for Dudek. Dudek gets the point. And a little friendly fire there. Trying to dig that ball out was Alyssa Rosatone, but it ends up deflecting right into Tatum's wick. And then falling to the court. That'll send Jade Dudek to the service line here for Armstrong. Dudek serve across. And a miscommunication there between Zwick and Cuteneys. Cuteneys kind of tapping herself on the chest saying that one was my bad. But regardless, it results in an Armstrong point. Now the Riverhawks hold a 1-point lead. So Dudek, once again, she's one of the 5 seniors on this Armstrong Riverhawks squad. She gets ready to send this one across. Popped up by Zwick and then sent over by Rosatone. Pauk to Allensworth. And Jenna Dominic jumping up there to make the play, but her teammates screaming out, out. And I don't know if I've ever seen that aerial reaction from a person before. I think I would have broken my spine if I tried to get out of the way like that, but a little more flexibility Jenna Dominic has over me. Rosatone able to keep that one alive, and then it's sent across. Pauk to Allensworth. That one dug out by Dominic. Rosatone setting it up for McCollum. Miller able to receive it on the other end. Cassidy Adams off the set from Pauk. Great dig that time by Jenna Dominic. And you could kind of see the power off of that hit by Dudek there as Jenna Dominic kind of rubbing the forearm after that. Just goes to show you the power that this front line of Armstrong has. Jackie Nestor will now serve it for the Riverhawks. She gets it across, received by Cuteneys, popped up by Dominic, and then sent across by Maria Chutko. Adams. And great awareness there by Katie Rameli. Just put that one where the defense isn't. Jackie Nestor, once again, will serve it here for Armstrong. Back to receive that is Zwick. Dominic sets it up there. Blocked in front by Adams, and Rameli able to get it across. Good effort by Pauk, Adams, and Rameli. Deflected in front off the kill, that time from Jenna Dominic, and it will fall down to the court on Armstrong's side. North Hills staying in it. They trail by 1 as they have the serve. Heading back to the service line, Marissa White, the senior defensive specialist, donning my favorite number, 13. She hits that across. Adams receives it. Pock up to Rameli, and that looked like a business decision from Gianna Cutneys. That ball was tracking right towards her head there. She ducked out of the way and lived to play another day as Olivia Pock will now serve for Armstrong. Pock gets it across, received by Zwick, and hit across. That one bouncing off the judge on the ladder, as I mentioned earlier, I like to call him. And now it'll be Pock's serve again. Set number 3, Armstrong with a 2-0 set advantage as Pock sends this one across. Dominic will get this one over. Pock setting up Rameli. Great dig that time by White. Pock again setting up Adams. She'll hit it across and find the weak spot. Another point for the Riverhawks as they now open up a 4-point lead, largest lead of the set so far, as Olivia Pock will serve it up again for the home Hawks. Pock serve across, received by Zwick, set by Dominic. And trying to block it in front was Adams and Rameli, but that one getting pinned in between their hands and the net, falling to the floor. So it'll send the libero, Gianna Cutneys, to the service line for the visiting Indians. Cutneys gets this one across. Lane Miller able to receive it. Pock sets it up for Adams as she bumps it across. Cutneys looking for McCollum. And that one looked like it rolled off the hand of Weaver. Pock tried to make a play on it, but unable to get there in time as the Indians pick up another point, and Gianna Cutneys once again will head to the service line. Cutneys' serve across, received by Miller, set by Pock to Adams, blocked in front again. Adams pops it up. Pock able to get it across. Right place, right time. Jade Dudek receives it. Adams slapping that one across, heading to the sideline, keeping it alive was Dominic, and then Cutneys able to get it across and keep this rally going. Rameli going for the kill. Nice dig by Cutneys. Keeping that alive is McCollum. Pock to Rameli. She pushes this one. Dominic receives it on the other end. Cutneys now setting it up for Zwick. Diving to the floor there was Lane Miller, but that ball bouncing towards the back wall for another point for the visiting Indians. Pock setting up Adams. Blocked in front again. Will this one land out of bounds? It won't. Lands right inside the line there, and the Indians have tied it up. They've gone on now, I believe, a 4-0 run. They were trailing by 4. Now it's tied. Gianna Cutneys with the serve. Gets it across. Miller receives. Pock with the set, looking for Weaver. And that one deflecting off of the hand there of Catrain. So Armstrong picking up a point. They lead it now by 1 as Cassidy Adams is back at the service line. Adams hits this across. Received by White. Nice little misdirection there from Dominic. Dudek able to send it across. That one stays in. Painting the corner, Jade Dudek. Once again, Adams will serve it. Adams' serve, received by White. Dominic, once again, just tipping this one across. Pock looking for Weaver. She finds her, and Cutneys cannot dig that one as the Riverhawks pick up yet another point. They lead it by 3. Their largest lead of the set was 4. They're on their way there now as Cassidy Adams, the junior outside hitter, is back to take her swing. White receives that one. Dominic setting up McCollum. Lane Miller on the other side to Pock. Adams from the middle row, and getting up there for the block with some emphasis there was Katie Catrain. North Hills trailing by 2 as they head to the service line. That appears to be number 18, Alyssa Rosatone. The junior libero / defensive specialist. Sends this across, received by Weaver. Pauk setting up Weaver. That one blocked in front. Dudek able to keep it alive. Pauk with the set back to Dudek. She hits it across. White back to back to Cuteney's, I'm sorry. And Dudek with the kill. Nestor checking in for Rameli, and Allensworth checking in for Nestor. So a little do-si-do there, double sub. As Lane Miller is going to serve it for Armstrong. Cuteney's and White collide there on that play as the ball hits the court there. Armstrong picking up another point. They lead it by 4 again, tying their largest lead of the set. Miller serves this one across, received by Cuteney's, popped up by White, and then hit across by Zwick. Pauk with a great dig there, and Miller able to hit it across. Dominic to Zwick. Good dig there by Jade Dudek, but nobody home on the near side of your screen to receive the pass from her. So the Indians staying in it, down 3. That'll send number 6, Jenna Dominic, to the service line. She gets it across. And a miscommunication there on Armstrong's side as the ace is picked up by Dominic. Dominic serve across, received by Cassidy Adams. Olivia Pauk with the set across to Jade Dudek. Good dig there by Dominic. Cuteney's going to try to send this one over, but unable to on the 3rd hit. So the Riverhawks picking up another point as Sophia Di Gregorio checks back into the game for Armstrong. Coming in for Sarai Weaver. And short again on the serve. North Hills trails by just 2 now. As back to serve is Katie Catrain. Catrain gets this ball across. Adams unable to play that one. Looked like she misjudged that one a little too long. As Catrain picks up the ace, Armstrong leads it by just 1 as Catrain tries to tie it. She serves. That one will go out of bounds, so Armstrong will pick up a point here. And it looks like Jade Dudek will serve. Dudek gets that one across. Cuteney is able to receive it. Dominic with the set. And that one struck too hard by Tatum Zwick. Once again, Jade Dudek tracking to the service line. Dudek serve, struck well. Dominic sending this one across on the 2nd hit. Pauk across the way to Adams. This ball still alive. And great effort there by Chutko and company to get that ball across. Allensworth tracking on the other side. That one blocked in front by Tatum Zwick. North Hills staying alive, playing some impressive volleyball here in the 2nd and 3rd set. Compared to the 1st set where they fell 25-11, this North Hills Indians team looking prepared. Tatum Zwick's serve goes into the net. And so the Riverhawks lead it by 3. Jackie Nestor coming in for Kaylee Allensworth to serve. Nestor gets this ball away, received by Zwick. Popped up by Dominic. Just barely hit across that time, but just enough by Maria Chutko. As that goes over Adams and Rameli. Subbing in to serve, number 13, Marissa White. Mentioned earlier, 13, my favorite number. It's the number I wore all throughout my sports career in high school. Holds a special place in my heart. Rameli sends this one away. Back onto the side of Armstrong. Adams gets this one in. Nice dig that time by McCollum. And then a free ball sent over by Zwick. DiGregorio to Pock, setting up Rameli. Once again, back there to dig it is Zwick. Hit across by McCollum. Pock setting up Adams. That one deflecting off the front row. Skirting towards that far sideline for a point for the Riverhawks. And Sarai Weaver coming in now for Sophia DiGregorio on the Armstrong side as Olivia Pock sets back to serve. Pock gets that across. Weaver keeps it alive for Armstrong. Pock going to set up Dudek back row. She gets it across. Cute Knees receives that. Dominic sets it up for a teammate and then poked back by Katie Rameli. Great net front presence Katie Rameli has turned into. She's a junior on this team, so a lot of good pieces that will be returning next year. I know we're only a little over halfway through the season here, but just looking towards the future, it's bright for Armstrong. Dudek with a great dig there. That one just nearly crossing the net. Miller setting up Adams. She pokes it across. Zwick back to receive that. Dominic across to McCollum. Blocked in front by Weaver. Kept alive. And this one's not going to get across. Great effort there by the Riverhawks. And the Indians taking a timeout. So I think we'll do the same here on this Ryan Bowser State Farm game night on High Top Sports Network. Like a good neighbor, Ryan Bowser's there. I'm Jake DeLuca, and I'll be right back after this quick break as we wrap up the third period on High Top Sports Network.
Shop and Save at Franklin Village is a family-owned, community-dedicated supermarket with a wide variety of quality food and friendly personnel to make your shopping experience easy. Stop by their award-winning butcher shop where you'll find the freshest cuts of USDA-inspected beef, pork, and poultry. Head to the bakery for the freshest bread and rolls, and don't forget to stop by the deli for an excellent selection of cold cuts, meats, cheeses, and prepared foods like their fantastic fried chicken. That's Shop and Save at Franklin Village.
And welcome back, everyone, to High Top Sports Network. I'm Jake DeLuca, bringing you the action on this Ryan Bowser State Farm game night. Armstrong trying to close it out in 3 sets. They lead it by 5 over North Hills. The Riverhawks with a 2-0 set advantage here in set 3. Pock with the serve, received by Zwick. Popped up by Dominic, back to Zwick. She'll hit it from the back row. Adams there to receive it. Pock back to Adams. Adams going for the kill. Nice diving dig by Zwick. That's set up to McCollum. Dudek able to receive it. Pock heading in to try and play it. That one will fall to the ground. And now it'll be the libero, Gianna Cuteknees, back to serve for North Hills. Cuteknees' serve across. Miller receives it to Pock now. Across the way to Weaver. Zwick receives it on the other end. Popped up by Dominic to McCollum. That deflects off the front of the net. Although maybe Weaver and Rameli got a hand on it to send it back. Either way, it results in an Armstrong point, and they're just 3 away from taking the set and sweeping the Indians. Cassidy Adams will serve this one. Received by White. Pock able to set it up to Rameli. She gets it just across. Cuteknees bumps that one up to Zwick. Received on the other end by Miller. Pock looking for Dudek. Dudek trying to go opposite side there, but it'll land out of bounds. A little too much sauce on that hit there by Jade Dudek. And we got a sub coming in now to serve. It'll be Alyssa Rosatone for North Hills. Rosatone gets that across, received by Dudek. Pock bumping that one up, but North Hill's going to walk away with the point. That one just a little behind Rameli, timing her jump there. Once again, it'll be Rosatone. She sends this across. Miller receives the serve. Pock sets it back. Weaver having to move awkwardly backwards to try and make that play, but nothing happening is, don't look now, North Hills down just 2 points here in the third set. Alyssa Rosatone once again will serve it up for the visiting Indians. Adams receives that. Pauk with the set to Weaver. Weaver able to hit that one well and beat the defense. Looks like it deflected that time off Marissa White for the Riverhawks point. That'll send Lane Miller to the service line here for the Homehawks. Cutenese receives that one. Dominic setting that one up. Nice dig there by Adams. Weaver across. Dominic, just a nice little trickeration, if you will. Catching the defense off guard there on the second hit of the volley. Able to get it just across into the heart of the defense where nobody was home. Cassidy Adams receives that. Pauk looking for Weaver. She gets it to her, and Weaver able to keep that one in. And don't look now. Match point coming up for Armstrong as Sophia Di Gregorio heads out, subbing in here for Sarai Weaver to take what could be the final serve of the match. Well, a little bit of, I know how they like to ice the kicker in football. Maybe a little icing of the server here as the timeout is called by North Hills. And while we have a second, let's hear one more time from our game sponsor tonight, the Ryan Bowser State Farm Agency. I'm Jake DeLuca, and we'll be right back here on High Top Sports Network.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Ryan Bowser in Ford City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And welcome back, everyone, to High Top Sports Network on this Ryan Bowser State Farm game night. Armstrong, the first team to break the huddle, but now both teams back out onto the court for what could be match point. Sophomore defensive specialist Sophia Di Gregorio back to serve for the Riverhawks. Di Gregorio's serve a little too strong there as North Hills, much like the Bee Gees would say, staying alive, staying alive. That one across, received by Adams, set by Pauk, looking for Dudek. That one blocked in front. Dudek able to dig it out. Allensworth, just too much sauce on that one as the Indians have a chance here. They trail by just one as back to serve is Katie Catrain. Catrain serve across, received by Dudek, set up by Pauk, looking for Adams in the middle row. That one kept alive. Pauk keeps it up. And getting there in time is Lane Miller, but not enough under it on the desperate hit to try and get it back across on hit number 3. And we have a tie game. We're going at least to 26 now. As, once again, Katie Catrain will serve it for the Indians. Catrain gets it across. Dudek receives. Pauk to Dudek. Gets it across. Nice dig. Keeping it alive. An awkward ball to hit, but she does. Great job there by Chutko. That one hammered. Catrain trying to get it over that time to Rosatone, but she couldn't judge it there. And now Armstrong with the 1-point lead. Once again, we're at match point as Jade Dudek takes to the service line. Dudek serve. Tipped over. Allensworth able to send it back along with Olivia Pauk there in the vicinity as well. Received by Di Gregorio. Adams across to get it. Cutenese keeps it alive. Popped up by Dominic. Looking for Zwick. Kept alive. Allensworth hits it across. And Kaylee Allensworth gets the game-winning point. Match-winning point. As the Riverhawks take a 3-0 sweep over the North Hills Indians. And now here's a time where it gets a little tricky as we have to try and determine our Shellhammer Atwood TGIF Solutions player of the game. And it's going to be a tough one. While I think about it, let me tell you a little bit about the wonderful people at TGIF Solutions. They're the official social media sponsor of High Top Sports Network and the home of the Shellhammer Atwood Agency, the Brad Johnson Agency, the Vody Agency, and McMahon Brothers Insurance. They can assist you and your loved ones with any insurance need, no matter how big or small. TGIF Solutions specializes in all types of insurance, from auto, home, family, business, farm, and commercial. Visit tgif.solutions, TGIF Solutions Insurance, for what's right for you, now and in the future, of course. So it's a tough one to really pinpoint. It was really a great team win for the Riverhawks. But if I had to pick one player who had their hands all over this game, it would have to be the setter for Armstrong, one of the setters, Olivia Pock. She played a very impressive game, was in on a lot of the points, assisting her teammates. So congratulations to senior setter Olivia Pock on winning the TGIF Solutions Player of the Game. But I think that will just about wrap it up for me here in the booth. Let me tell you a little bit about what we have going on the rest of the week. Of course, if you're ever curious as to what we have going on throughout the week, go to hightopsportsnetwork.com and click on the More page. We have our entire October schedule up. And of course, that could the schedule could change depending on this wacky world that we live in. But tomorrow we have a pair of volleyball games as Freeport hosts the Highlands Golden Rams. And also tomorrow, Kiski area hosting Penn Hills. Nothing on Wednesday, and then we have 3 games for you across 3 different sports. Junior high football, Hampton at Armstrong. We also have some volleyball, Freeport at Knock. And the first game of the regular season of hockey here at the Belmont and on High Top Sports Network as the Freeport Yellow Jackets take on the Plum Mustangs. And then to wrap things up, on Friday we have 4 games. Fox Chapel at Kiski area. All football games, by the way, nothing like Friday Night Lights. Fox Chapel at Kiski area. We also have East Allegheny at Freeport, Greensburg-Salem at Armstrong, and lastly, Knock is at Mars. But that'll just about do it for us here on High Top Sports Network on this Ryan Bowser State Farm game night on HTSN. I've been Jake DeLuca, and I hope to see you again tomorrow as we have some more volleyball and throughout the week. Like I said, make sure you check out that More page on hightopsportsnetwork.com. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. You can just search High Top Sports. We'll pop right up. I think Facebook's back up. It was down a long time today. But, yeah, that just about does it. So thank you all for listening. Thank you for joining me. And we'll catch you next time.